Welcome to the new section of periodic classification of elements. In previous section, we discussed about S-block elements. The next topic is P-block elements. What are P-block elements? Elements in which the last electrons in electronic configuration enters in p orbital or p subshell are called p-block elements. P-block elements are mainly located on the right side of periodic table, right side of the periodic table. And group number is from 13 to 18. The 18th group is also called noble gases. Let's take one example from p-block elements. For example, nitrogen. Atomic number of nitrogen is 7. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Here, the last electron enters in 2p orbital, p orbital. Last electrons of nitrogen enters in p orbital, so nitrogen belongs to p-block elements. Another important example is argon. Atomic number of argon is 18. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6 10, plus 2 12, plus 6 18. So this is the configuration of argon where the last electron enters. Where the last electrons of argon enters, p orbital 3p6. So argon also belong to p block. And one more thing, here 3s2 3p6. So all the orbitals are completely filled. Like that, elements are called noble gases. Clear? What are noble gases? Elements, their electronic configuration is completely filled. See, 1s2 completely filled, 2s2 completely filled, 2p6 completely filled, 3s2 3p6 also completely filled. So argon belong to noble gas, or also called inert gases. Why it is called inert gases? Because already completely filled, so this element is extra stable. Argon is extra stable because due to the completely filled configuration, argon is stable. So due to the stability, argon will not react with any other element, or argon is inert towards reactions. So argon is also called inert gases or noble gases. Let's see one more example. Neon. Neon atomic number is 10. Then subshell electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. All subshells are completely filled. So it is completely filled. So what about stability? Highly stable. The element is highly stable, so it will not react with any other element. It will not form compounds. So what we can say? Neon is inert. Inert means not reacting. And one more thing, we know neon is like hydrogen. Neon is a gas, so it is called inert gas. Where the position of neon, last electron enter in p orbital, so it belongs to p block, and the exact position of neon is 18th group here. Argon also belong to the same group. Argon, neon all belong to the same group. The order is neon, argon. Okay. neon, then argon belong to the same group. So the group 18th of p block element is called inert gases. Okay, then one more example, and that example is very important. Let's see the example. Okay, the example is the element helium. You know where the position of helium in periodic table, where the position of helium? Here, left side hydrogen, right side helium. Here, what is the atomic number? 2. So can you tell the configuration? 1s2. Last electron enters in s orbital, but the position of helium is in p block. I repeat, the electronic configuration suggests that last electron enters in s orbital. So what we are expecting? We are expecting helium along with the s block, left side, but actual position of helium is on right side, along with the noble gas, along with the neon and argon on top the position of helium. Why? Because due to the completely filled configuration, 1s2 completely filled, so it is stable. Stable, so it will not react with any other element, so it will not form any molecule or compound. So due to the similarity in properties, helium is placed along with the noble gases. So it is an exceptional case, clear? So helium is an exceptional case because last electron entered in s orbital, but due to the extra stability of completely filled configuration and inertness, it belongs to, helium belongs to noble gases group along with the p block. Clear? P block elements generally form covalent compounds. Did you remember covalent compounds? What do you mean by covalent compounds? The compounds formed due to sharing of electrons are called covalent compounds. Let's take one example. Example, nitrogen N2. We know nitrogen N2 means N. Both are from p block. Just now you learned, previous example you learned, nitrogen is belong to p block. So both are p block. Now what is atomic number of nitrogen? 7. Electronic configuration is 2, 5. Okay, so how many valence electron? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then second nitrogen. There are 2 nitrogen. Next nitrogen also 7. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sharing. Okay, so how many electron now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nitrogen is stable. Again sharing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so bond formed due to sharing of electron and form triple bond. You learned this topic last year, so I am not going to more details because already you learned it. Okay, and one more example is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Carbon from p block and oxygen is also from p block. So p block and p block, how the p block and p block, what type of bond will form? Covalent bond. Okay, so p block element combined to form covalent bond. Okay, let's see carbon. Carbon atomic number is 6, 2, 4. So how many valence electron? 1, 2. Okay, you can write carbon here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oxygen 8, 2, 6. How many electron? Oxygen 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also there are 2 oxygen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For getting stability, the oxygen will attract this electron. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen becomes stable. Like this here also. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is carbon dioxide. And form double bond. So C double bond, O double bond O. What type of bond is formed here for stability? Covalent bond. So it's very clear. P block elements combine to form compounds or molecules through covalent bonds. From the previous examples of electronic configuration, it's very clear that general electronic configuration of p block elements is ns2 np1 to 6, and value of n start from 2 to 7. Don't write 1 because 1s2 possible but 1p6 is not possible. So start from 2 to 7, and p electron vary from 1 to 6. Not 1 to 7 because p can accommodate maximum 6 electron. So this configuration we are getting from electronic configuration of p block elements. So it's a general electronic configuration. Okay. Another important point is S block elements and p block elements together called representative elements or main elements. Representative elements or main elements. Okay, so what are representative elements? S block and p block elements together called representative elements. D block elements present in the middle part of periodic table. Clear? D block elements present in the middle part of the periodic table, or exactly in between X and P. Let's see some examples of D block elements. One example is scandium. Scandium, atomic number 21. Okay, and how to write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. After 3p6, what is next? Did you remember Alpha principle? 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, then 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, it goes like that. So 1s over 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. After 3p, what is next? 4s, 4s, 2. S maximum 2 electron. After 4s, what is next? 3d. 3d. So after 4s, 3d. Clear? Now count the electron. Up to here 18, 20, then 21. So last electron enter which orbital, which is subshell? D, 3d. So scandium belong to D block. Okay, and I will give one more example. Zinc, atomic number 30. Okay, zinc atomic number 30. And how to write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. After 3p6, 4s2. After 4s2, what is next? 3d. 3d. Now count it. 2 plus 2, 4, 10, 12, 18, 20. It is 30. We know D can accommodate maximum 10 electron. So 3d, 10. Last electron enter in D orbital. So zinc also belong to what? D block. The general electronic configuration of D block element is n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. Clear? n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. Why n-1? Suppose n is equal to 4. take n equal to 4 like this. So 4s2. Here 3 comes. So 1 is less. So n minus 1 what? 4 minus 1 equal to 3d. So ns then n minus 1. This is the general electronic configuration of D block elements. Other important characteristics of D block elements. D block elements are hard, ductile and malleable metals with high melting and boiling points. They show variable oxidation states and are good conductors of heat and electricity. They form both ionic and covalent compounds, and compounds are generally colored and paramagnetic in nature. Most of the transition metals form alloys.